An altruistic narcissist appears to be generous and caring, going out of their way to help others. At first glance, they seem to embody the very essence of selflessness and generosity, always at the forefront of charity work, lending a helping hand to those in need, or championing a cause. However, upon closer examination, their seemingly selfless actions often reveal a more self-serving motivation. When you go beyond first impressions, you will discover that the altruistic narcissist represents a unique blend of seemingly opposing traits and behaviors. Altruistic narcissists, similar to their narcissistic counterparts, have an inflated sense of self-worth. They perceive themselves as exceptional, set apart from the rest. This excessive self-importance is not merely confined to their internal self-talk but seeps into their conversations and interactions with others, leading them to dominate discussions, overshadowing others with their grandiose view of self. Altruistic narcissists have an insatiable thirst for admiration and validation. Every act of kindness they perform is intricately woven with this underlying desire. Their altruism is a strategic tool employed to attract attention and praise. This constant need for recognition serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it allows them to maintain a positive self-image, projecting themselves as compassionate and caring individuals. On the other hand, it acts as a fuel to feed their ego, reinforcing their belief in their own superiority. The praise and recognition they receive become the cornerstones of their self-esteem, making them dependent on external validation for their self-worth. Altruistic narcissists often display a high degree of generosity. They are usually the first to volunteer, donate, or lend a hand when someone is in need. However, this generosity often comes with strings attached. Unlike genuine altruists who give selflessly, these individuals give to gain something in return. It could be recognition, admiration, or a sense of superiority over those they help. Their acts of kindness are not driven by empathy or compassion but are a means to an end, a way to fuel their narcissism and elevate their own status. Altruistic narcissists are also master manipulators. They use their acts of generosity as a tool for manipulation, controlling others, and maintaining power in relationships. They have a knack for turning situations around to make themselves appear as the hero or the victim. They may also use guilt or obligation as a weapon to ensure they receive the admiration and gratitude they crave. For instance, they might remind you of their good deeds or make you feel indebted to them. This manipulation often leaves their victims feeling confused and obligated, making it difficult for them to recognize the narcissist's true intent. In essence, the behavioral patterns of an altruistic narcissist revolve around their inflated sense of self-importance and their deep-seated need for admiration. While they may seem kind and generous on the surface, their underlying motives are self-serving. Their altruism is merely a facade, a carefully constructed image designed to feed their narcissism. While altruistic narcissists may outwardly display concern and understanding, they often lack authentic empathy. Their acts of kindness are usually devoid of genuine emotional resonance. Instead, they are calculated moves designed to serve their own interests. Their primary focus is not on the well-being of others, but on fulfilling their own needs and desires. They do not share the feelings of others, making their interactions one-sided and self-serving. This absence of empathy is a key characteristic that differentiates altruistic narcissists from genuinely altruistic individuals. Altruistic narcissists present a confident facade to the world, but beneath this surface lies a fragile self-esteem. They rely heavily on external validation to maintain their self-image and bolster their self-worth. Every act of generosity they perform, any praise they receive, serves as a lifeline to their shaky self-esteem. Their confidence is often contingent on the admiration and recognition they receive from others. This dependency on external validation makes them vulnerable and often leads to excessive sensitivity to criticism. Any perceived slight or negative feedback can trigger intense defensive reactions, further revealing the fragility of their self-esteem. Interacting with an altruistic narcissist can be challenging due to their complex and often contradictory nature. However, understanding their motivations and behaviors can provide valuable insights into effectively dealing with them. Identifying an altruistic narcissist can indeed be a complex task, primarily because their outward behavior often masks their true intentions. They present themselves as generous and selfless individuals, making it difficult to see the underlying narcissism. However, there are certain telltale signs that can help recognize their behavior for what it truly is. Altruistic narcissists have a tendency to frequently remind others of their good deeds, subtly or overtly seeking validation for their actions. They have a constant need for admiration and may become upset or even angry if they do not receive the recognition they believe they deserve. They may also display a sense of entitlement, believing they deserve special treatment because of their selfless acts. Handling interactions with an altruistic narcissist requires a careful and mindful approach. It's crucial to set clear boundaries from the outset to prevent manipulation. This could mean politely declining offers of help that seem to come with strings attached or expressing discomfort when they attempt to guilt you into reciprocating their gestures. Understanding their motivations is equally important. Recognize that their acts of kindness may not stem from genuine concern for your well-being but rather, are likely driven by their need for admiration and validation. Avoid getting entangled in their web of manipulation by maintaining emotional distance and staying firm on your boundaries. Remember, it's okay to accept their help or kindness, but always be aware of the potential hidden motives behind their actions. Lastly, don't feel obligated to provide the praise or recognition they seek. Interacting with an altruistic narcissist can be a complex and challenging experience. Their outward display of generosity and kindness may seem appealing initially, but understanding their underlying motivations and behavioral patterns is critical to maintaining healthy interactions. While it's important to empathize with the psychological struggles these individuals face, remember that it's not your responsibility to bolster their self-esteem or meet their incessant need for praise. Understanding this can help you navigate interactions with altruistic narcissists more effectively, ensuring you maintain your own emotional health and well-being. For more information about narcissists and narcissistic abuse, visit www.carlacorelli.com.